Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now here's Dunn. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Simmons. Crosses over. Misses the layup. Now here's Dunn. Pass to Bowen. Here's McGrady. Clock at 6. The rebound by Duncan. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Wallace outside. That's tipped. Pass to Duncan. Over Holmgren. No good off the glass. Here's McGrady. Simmons defending. McGrady, good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Simmons. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. The turnaround Jay. McGrady, good. McGrady's got his second bucket on the night.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to Wallace. And it's rejected. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Duncan. Blocked again!
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
It's tipped. The teardrop. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Pass to Simmons. Portland with a rebound.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
And that one good.
Taking what he can get, Kyrie pulls up with confidence in the mid-range.
Inside. Here's Duncan. Holmgren with the block. And there's the lob. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. Pass to Duncan. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. making a change here. Portland leading by 3. Outside Johnson. To the left wing. There's a screen. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now here's Ball. Giving this team some energy. Averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here we go. 20 feet out. Dunn left side. Pass to Johnson. From 15 feet away. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Johnson's got his second basket on the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Rebound by Philadelphia. Ball with it. Dunn in his pocket. Got a piece of it. And they'll get another chance. To the right side. There's Ball with a 3. The Sixers again can't hit. Portland leading by 7. Fires it. And he drains the quick shot. Johnson's got 6. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Portland.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight. Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Ryan, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
There's a screen. Releases. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Ball. To win the drought. And Ball throws it down.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
Now Dunn. It could go. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Pass to Johnson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Doug Christie.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one misses. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Yes, it's good. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Pierce. It's stolen by Dunn. He takes it in. And that one is hammered home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Johnson. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. 76ers trail by 15. Simmons looking around. Portland with a rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's Johnson. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. It's going to go on Ben Simmons. Portland shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in this game.
First personal foul.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
On the attack, Simmons. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Bowen. McGee a screen. Johnson. Again, the miss by Portland. 76ers trail by 17. Outside Love. Here's Christie. Counted from distance. Christie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The kick out to Johnson. From behind the arc. Ben Simmons grabs the board. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Christie. And the 76ers another 3.
3 points.
I love the way they're spacing the floor this quarter. Their three-point percentage has really gone up.
Irving looking around. Down low. Pass to McGee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And McGee with the stop.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Out to the right wing. Here's Duncan. Pass to Love. Corner shot. Unable to get that one. Portland leading by 13. Outside Johnson. McGee a screen. Unloads. The shot by Johnson, no good. Outside Love. Here's Duncan. Back to Love.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Duncan. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Ball. 1:37 left to play in the first half of basketball. And Ball throws it down.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Ball outside. Pass to Love. No good on the three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And yep, it's good.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Portland leading by 11. Here's McGrady. Give him 8 points now. Driving inside. Stolen by Ball. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. The lead now cut to single digits. Love's got 5 now.
Well, Love has never been afraid to get down and dirty inside, even through contact. He's savvy enough to find a way to finish.
Over to the wing. Here's McGrady. Again, the miss by Portland. And the first half now in the books. Portland ahead, up 9. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 9. Portland with a rebound. Done with it. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for Philadelphia.
Here's McGrady to the paint. And it's blocked. Out left to the wing. Here's Pierce. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to McGrady. Puts it up from the high post. Tips it up. The rebound by Simmons.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Duncan. Pass to Pierce. And there's a 3-second violation. Portland leading by 7. And here's Dunn. He's got 5. Here's Bowen. Here's McGrady. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Noah. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Now here's Simmons. Still no points. It's good. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Ooh, basket interference.
Substitution on the court.
Portland leading by 5. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Johnson. Johnson on the wing. Puts up a 3. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Ball.
LaMelo
And a
Ball.
nice finish on the layup. Ball's got 8.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now Dunn. He's got 5. To the wing on the left. Back to Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Hey, if you can't block it,
Second team foul.
sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Line for 2.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempts tonight. So both teams making some changes here.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Ball outside. Pass to Pierce. For 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Portland leading by 8. Here's Johnson. And that one drops for him. Johnson's got 23.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
Here's Pierce. Outside Love. The 3 is up. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. And it's been tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move.
Foul. Third team foul. Substitution.
So it's Portland now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Irving, that's good.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The 76ers trail by 12. Simmons with it. Pass to Duncan. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
The ball goes to Philadelphia.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Love inside. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Love's got 7.
Well, that touch never leaves a guy like Love. Sharp around the hoop.
Here's Irving. Deflected. They recover it. 1:16 left to play in the third quarter. 6 to shoot.
An all-defensive selection in this league. Ben Simmons has all the tools to be elite on this end.
To the inside. Here's Duncan. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Outside Simmons. Right side Love. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Simmons with the bucket.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
Here's Johnson. And the layup falls. Johnson's got 11 points here in the second half.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Portland ahead, up by 10.
The Philadelphia team, 36.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here is Irving. And now we've got an intentional foul. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Pierce. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And the shot's good by Irving.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
First team foul.
Here's Marley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Man, good work. Whistle there.
That free throw, no good.
Dan Marley. 2 shots.
That one's no good. Portland leading by 10. Pass to Irving. 18 feet out. And he can't bank that one in. And Ball will bring it up here for the 76ers. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Pierce. He's guarded by Irving. Tries again. Portland with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Inside. Here's Bowen. Now here's Irving. From 18 feet away. Wallace pulls it in.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Love. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
LaMelo Ball.
And with soft touch, Love is very tough to stop near the hoop.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now Ball. 4-3. A 3-ball from LaMelo.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Second team foul. Substitution.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Johnson. Pass to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Off with the layup. 76ers trail by 5. Ball left side. Portland with a rebound. Outside Johnson. Here's Noah. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Simmons with it. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Lets it fly. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 29.
Well, they keep going to him, and he keeps delivering.
Portland foul. Joakim Noah. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Simmons. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The home team on D. They've got a 9-point lead.
And this is vintage Love we're seeing right now. He's simply dominating on offense.
Simmons brings a double team. Back to Dunn. Here's the three. Christie with a rebound. Here's Philadelphia. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Back to Simmons. Outside for Love. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Here's Marley. And rejected. And they get it back. Portland leading by 7. Johnson with it. Picked up by Simmons. The three ball. Doesn't go for him.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Duncan.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
There's a minute 17 left in the fourth. They set the screen. Here's Johnson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
And the free throw, no good. 76ers trail by 9. Love inside. Pass to Duncan. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant one. Unnecessary contact.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant one there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. One more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that missed free throw when it's all said and done.
Pass to Marley. Overdone. Marley, no good. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9. And Johnson drops them both. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one.
I mean, you have to love the physicality of Simmons right there. He has the strength and size to finish that play.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And Johnson drops them both.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And it's Simmons missing. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Johnson. Fires it from 18. Noah. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And so Portland takes the win.